Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy YungYdoc, of course, and we've got another round of memes and news surrounding Path of Exile 2. So without further ado, let's get right back into the video. And before we dive in, man, I just want to say a quick thank you to everybody that subscribed to the channel. A few weeks ago, I started making videos just to try to help people with their crashing in Path of Exile 2, and I honestly didn't expect much from it, but somehow those videos took off, and now I've reached about 65,000 views across 4 videos. I've gained about 450 subscribers. That might not seem like a lot for most people, but for me, man, it's been pretty exciting. Being an entertainer has been a dream of mine ever since I can remember, and I've wanted to be a YouTuber since I was like 13, watching videos back in 2005. And recently, I've finally pushed myself past years of self-doubt to just finally make a channel. So even seeing a small amount of support, it's incredibly motivating for me. So yeah, thank you guys. And I have so many more ideas that I want to bring to life. I want to make people laugh more than anything. So if I can do that through trying to deliver some useful and entertaining content at the same time, hopefully I'll be able to execute that for you guys, man, and I just want to say thanks again. So as you've probably heard by now, YungYdoc Games is back in the office over in New Zealand.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Rogers.
Great Scott. Welcome back.
It's good to see everyone.
Well, you and I have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah.
What's the last thing you remember?
Drowning. I'm Jonathan Rogers, game director on Path of Exile 2. Unfortunately, I have some really bad news. We have to delay early access for 3 weeks. The new date is the 6th of December. I'm really sorry about this one. We will plan time off and things like that around our launches, but we just have to do it. Whatever.
I remember now. It's time to go on another vacation.
Path of Exile 2 will be ready in 2036. At least that's kind of how I thought about it in my head when I heard the news that they were coming back in the tweet. But what I do know is that they are awaiting what I suspect is a whole lot of work. Hackers, trade scams, crashes, near non-existent crafting, some even say terrible endgame. I don't think so, but hopefully YungYdoc Games will be able to come up with some kind of solution to help us in some capacity, and if not...
First time.
Everyone's giddy, itching for more. What is in store for Path of Exile 2? And what does the YungYdoc Games team plan to reveal for the next patch?
These 2 office workers are planning ahead for their weekly staff meeting, but what they can't possibly plan for is a surprise visit. Let's watch.
You guys almost done with the patch?
I saw somebody back there. I thought it was our boss's kid or something, because he'd been back there for like 10 minutes messing around, and then he jumped out, and I saw it wasn't a kid. It was actually a full-grown man.
Now, there's been plenty of predictions made by fellow exiles about what we could be expecting in the first round of patches following GGG's return. However, like they stated in their tweet, they did actually manage to throw out a quick hotfix or 2, and now today they've released a patch that has just a lot of bug fixes at the moment, and then also added to the known issues list under their known issues thread on the Path of Exile website. Let's go ahead and take a look. All right, man, so let's start. This is my favorite part because I get to read straight from the website. So this is the known issues list. Now, the known issues list has been up since pretty much the game came out. They just added a few things. The big ones that I still feel like they need to touch on as soon as possible for more players to be able to get into the game is this one here, which is investigating cases where some players are experiencing the crashes due to the multi-threading issues and having to restart their PCs. Now, they said here, you know, the 24H2 Windows update is the culprit, but like a lot of people know, that's not the issue, and hopefully they'll get to the bottom of it. Some cases where Atlas states can be bricked by being cut off. Okay, sent to power quest text in Cruel Act 2 is misleading. I think it's not only misleading, it's it just downright doesn't work, I believe. Inherent weapon skills not showing in trade window or when linked in chat. Lost tower radius not visible when using map device from hideout. That's annoying. Dodge rolling when near interactables can sometimes briefly stop you from using skills. That's terrible. It feels bad. Kopek boss checkpoint sometimes doesn't work. When this first happened to me on the campaign, I was losing my mind because I've been playing a warrior this entire time. My warrior is not strong. Having to go backtrack through that zone where the sun or whatever is just burning you alive and those mobs are destroying you. Just trying to get back to the checkpoint, fight the boss. Yeah, it was infuriating, man. I still got the boss down though, and I was underleveled. Next one here is Vine Arrow not slowing enemies. Shock burst rounds not gaining extra shots per magazine from gem quality. Crossbow sometimes failing to shoot. Problems related to reloading. And then Asala can fail to protect you during Jamanra's storm skill, which has also happened to me. I got behind and died anyway. So that is the known issues right now. They've added a few of them. I'm just updating you guys on all of them in case you didn't see it the first time. Okay, let's get to the patch notes, what everybody's waiting for, and well, look at that. It's pretty much all just bug fixes. So let's get right into it, man. Fixed a bug where rare monsters could pause Delirium Mist for an extended period of time, even before touching the Mirror of Delirium. This could result in opening a mirror and having no monster spawn, or the mist not expanding fully. In addition, Delirium Mist is now paused for 10 seconds when opening a strongbox, previously 5. Note that unrelated to Delirium Mist, further changes to the strongboxes will be made in an upcoming patch to make them less terrible. Okay, good. Fixed a bug where increased effect of small passive skills in radius on time loss jewels was affected by increases in reductions to modifier effect, such as through adorned unique jewels. Very good. Fixed a bug where if a player changed their maximum life energy shield or mana, such as through equipping and unequipping items, their current life energy shield mana, overcapped mana, or overcapped energy shield would also increase. Very good. Fixed a bug where overcapped life from life remnants would be erased whenever maximum life changed, such as from leveling up or weapon swapping. Fixed a bug where the projectiles of Zalmarath, the Colossus, knife attack were incorrectly positioned on top of the player. Now that fight was actually one of the easiest boss fights in my opinion. I had no issues with it. Yeah, I don't know. Everybody was dying on that boss, man. It was bugging and glitching all over the place. Sometimes I thought I was dead. It didn't even hit me. I mean, it made no sense. Fixed a bug where aftershocks of Rolling Slam were not dealing damage. Now I felt this one because I almost used Rolling Slam for like 70% of my playthrough in the campaign. It was annoying. Yeah, to say the least. I was wondering what the hell was going on. I'm like, maybe it just doesn't work, and it didn't. Fixed a bug where ritual altars could sometimes fail to activate. Fixed a bug where Zest, we that are one, could sometimes endlessly throw hands. Hey, I'll throw hands right back, okay? Not really. I'm on a warrior titan. I try to throw hands, it doesn't work. Fixed a bug where the Mad Wolf of Algam quest could be incompletable if you travel to Act 2 by other means than talking to the hooded one. That sucks. Fixed a bug where many precursor tablet modifier descriptions did not display when hovering over the map's radius of the completed tower. Fixed a client crash that could occur after entering demon form while fighting Zarok the Temporal. Fixed a client crash that could occur with fiery death support in party play. And fixed a client crash that could occur on the PlayStation 5. Now, I actually haven't heard a lot from PlayStation 5 users, but I'm glad that they're getting a little assistance too. And then, of course, this patch has been deployed without restarting the servers. You will need to update your client to receive the client changes in the patch. So there you have it. Those are the known issues and the patch notes. Now, look, obviously, that's not the patch that we're all looking forward to, okay, right? A lot of us are in anticipation right now. Some people aren't even currently playing new builds because they want to see what's getting nerfed. What am I not going to waste my time leveling up just to get nerfed in the next patch? Hey, but let's face it, man. We all know Jonathan's got his own vision. They've got their own vision at Grinding Gear Games about how the end game should be, how the game should be played in general. And let's just say we know that a nerf hammer is coming. So now, when is that big patch coming where everyone's going to get their builds nerfed and want to quit the game or have to re-roll and be upset about it until they get back to blasting through maps again? Now, I have two predictions on this. Number one, it's either going to happen in the next 4 days or it's going to happen after the 12th. Now, why the 12th? Well, I think this next part's pretty cool. So Gazzy TV and Darth Microtransactions, who you guys probably know if you watch any YouTubers that are broadcasting Path of Exile 2, they're actually going to be interviewing Jonathan and Mark, the developers behind Path of Exile 2. They're going to have a sit down with them just going over their plans moving forward. And what's cool is Gazzy actually posted on Reddit and asked people, what would you like to have us ask, you know, the developers, Jonathan and Mark? So let's take a look at that post and see some of the burning questions behind these exiles. So here we have Gazzy TV posted on Path of Exile 2. This is of 3 hours ago. Questions for Tavern Talk with Jonathan and Mark interview. Tavern Talk podcast hosted by Gazzy and Darth Microtransaction will have yet another interview with Jonathan and Mark to talk about Path of Exile 2 post early access launch. So it's going to be on the 12th of January, Sunday, 12:30 Pacific time, 9:30 Monday morning for New Zealand. And the interview is going to take place on Darth Microtransaction and Gazzy's YouTube later for the VOD. Now, let's get right into what people are wanting to see first. Please keep the Atlas zoom out as a feature. Yeah, instead of us having to hold down escape and then scroll out so we can see further, just make it a feature, right? That's a no-brainer. Just use the Elon's map tab. Now, if you guys know or have been looking into what's going on with Elon, basically, there's a huge investigation post that you guys should look into on the Path of Exile Reddit, and somebody's basically proving that Elon's paying some sweatshop in China or something to basically level up his characters. Whatever. Not a surprise, right? Charms topic. Most of them feel useless except for the stun freeze rarity. He says here he wants these to proc more. They don't feel like they work. Yeah, I mean, I get what this guy's saying. Even on a rare belt, I can't really see myself sacrificing a suffix for that. No chance, especially with how weak charms are. Yeah, they do feel pretty shitty, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see, what else do we have here? Putting aside bugs and tuning that is expected for an early access, what are the player feedback for which surprised them the most? Oh, that'll be interesting to hear, right? Look at Tripolar Bear here. I think he's a YouTuber. Somebody says, yo, it's a guy from YouTube. The community feels there's a ton of balance changes coming and has the sentiment of waiting out the next patch before starting a new build and that they think looks cool or powerful. Because of the large time investment needed to get a character through the campaign and leveled into maps, what would you say to these players is your plan for build balance in between large content additions? I would be interested to know that too. The campaign's fun, I really like it, but after Act 1 it kind of starts to feel like I just want to get through it. Loot filter on console, please. Fair enough, yeah. Get them that sucks. Ask about the state of maces. They're too slow to use and you get staggered too easily. Maybe increase the damage the slower the attack as a suggestion. Yeah, I mean, maces do feel pretty bad. That being said, they're not terrible, but compared to other classes right now, they're obviously not the strongest. And that's why 5% of players right now are currently playing Titan. Look at this one here. Is the one death mechanic something that would ever be changed? Definitely address this in light of people not trying bosses because the cost of dying is too great. Potentially more Citadel spawns, 6 portals, but boss deaths reset on death. Other methods to actually learn and practice the fight so we get a fair shot at doing it. Yeah, fair enough. Why do enemies become so fast and so offensively deadly into the late endgame? Visual clarity, skill transparency slider. Okay, fair enough. Look at this. Colorblind settings. Weapon set points are hard to see and some skills are hard to see if you were colorblind. Please, GG, I need this so badly. Grinding Gear Games, help out Nutbag the cat. Come on, dude. Anyways, man, so you guys get the idea. I wanted to just show you guys really quick that you can look forward to an interview with Jonathan and Mark on Gazzy TV VOD if you missed the live with Darth Microtransaction January 12th at 12:30 Pacific Standard Time, or if you're in New Zealand, 9:30 in the morning on Monday. And that about wraps up everything right now with this video, man. Drop a comment down below if you'd like, just what you'd like to see Grinding Gear Games fix for you. And that's about it on my side, man. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I'm going to try to keep you guys updated with everything coming down the pipeline with Path of Exile 2. And I also have a few different ideas that are slightly different with Path of Exile 2 that I might be uploading sometime soon. And with all that being said, man, thank you guys so much for watching the video, and we'll catch you in the next one. Take care.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Hey, so did you hear that Grinding Gear Games is back in the office now?
Yeah, it's about time. Hopefully they're ready to address the dogshit trading system and begin to reveal some of their plans moving forward.
Take it easy, man. The game is still in early access. I'm sure everything is under control.
You know, speaking of control, I'll probably just buy out Grinding Gear Games because I have some really good ideas for the game.
I don't think you can just buy...
Listen, Joe, leave the thinking to me. I mean, just imagine you could feel the pain of losing all your currency in a trade scam.
Jamie, pull up Path of Exile's player count. Holy shit, that's actually a lot of people.
Yeah, it is actually pretty impressive. I bet that I could make it more.
Have you even played the game?
Yeah, of course. My robots are leveling my ice invoker as we speak.
I don't even know what the fuck that means.